Good morning, it's Simone. Grace, you asked how I pronounce my name. My name is actually pronounced in German. The way that everyone would pronounce it is Simone. It's a short sound at the end. However, and a long O, Simone. However, when I came here as an exchange student, nobody would really pronounce my name the way it was supposed to be pronounced. People would read Simone, which is basically like the worst you can call me. Everything else between Simone, which is like a very enunciated way to pronounce my name, and Simone is fine. When I do takeout and I have to or go get food, coffee, I sometimes say Simona, like the, I think there's a Spanish female name, Simona, S-I-M-O-N-A. So I maybe try that, and people write it with an A at the end, but they pronounce it the correct way, so that's cool too. And that's how my name is pronounced. Welcome. This is another very chatty video. Not sure what I'm going to do today. I am hoping to journal, but I also have some things to say, or I want to chat about some things. I haven't filled my pen yet because it's Sunday. What time is it right now? It is 8:29, and when I got up this morning and I was done with breakfast, it was still too dark out to film, so I decided I would, well, you know what? I could actually turn on my light. That would be cool. And now not the yellow one, but not the blue one. So this one. Does it make a difference? Let me know in the comments down below. So it was still too dark, so I decided to start working on the 1/3 of dinner. I was going to say we decided, but actually I decided that we are going to have Sunday dinners in the month of December, just like some really good food, often German traditional food that we usually don't cook. We just cook it once a year. And since we're not that many people, and I also really don't want to stand in the kitchen prepping food all day long for those special holidays, I decided, what if I just split it up into different Sunday meals that all in togetherness don't take, each one individually doesn't take that much time. And so we can have special Sunday dinners for 4 or 5 weeks until the new year. And today we're going to have Semmelknödel, which is bread, I don't even know what they're called, round shapes that you form with rolls. You cut rolls into pieces, and then you add milk and seasoning. There's going to be cooked onions, like fried onion, not fried, like when you put it in a frying pan and then you saute it. See, that's another thing that I just realized, that I don't know the cooking terms in English because I just use them in German, and my kids know the German terms because that's how they learn from me. Go in there, and then egg, a little bit of flour, and then you form round balls. Yay! And then you steep them in water. And that's Semmelknödel. And we're going to have goulash with Rotkraut, red cabbage. That is also quite traditional in German food. It is cooked, and it has like the it's not sweet, but a tart taste to it. I don't know. It's one of my favorite German traditional veggies that you can have. And so I make sure to make it once a year for sure. And we're already at 5 minutes and I haven't even started yet. But I think the biggest news that I have to tell you is that my 2024 sticker is in, And I thought about giving it away, and in a sense that's what I'm doing. But the last time I made stickers was the "Don't trust an ink swatch you didn't make." Do I have a sticker of that right here somewhere? I have them over on the shelf. Let me see if I can find the book. Wow. Awesome. Doesn't really matter, does it? Well, I wanted to show you. Here. This one. I gave it away, for instance, on YouTube, and I think I picked 10 people. Of those 10 people, maybe 4 sent me their addresses. So if I sell it through my Ko-fi shop, I'm going to make sure that I'll be able to collect your address, where to send it to, and also I'll have postage to ship it to you. Because even though I would like to give this away, if I give it away to 50 people, that's like another additional $50 that I just have to spend on shipping. And so I'm going to list it in my shop for $3 per sticker, because there is a portion taken away for Ko-fi and a portion taken away for PayPal, and if I list it for less, there's nothing left. That's why it's going to be $3, and so you can go there. It's going to be listed in the description box below, and purchase however many you would like. The size, so just to give you a size comparison, this is my 2023 sticker, and it is smaller than that. And so we do actually have centimeters right here, so I can give you an estimate. It's about 6.5 centimeters in diameter. And is this inches? Maybe, could be, I don't know. Is this inches? But where is the, not sure. I think it is 2.5 inches in diameter. Do I have a ruler with inches on? Yes. Yep, that's what it is. And I think it fits better on the inside of your Hobonichi Weeks, for instance. I think this is a bit big. This is exactly perfect, in my opinion. This is what it looks like with the weeks. This is an A5 size, just so you can get an idea for the size proportions of this. And then this is a standard size traveler's notebook. And this is what this looks like on here. I always love to put it in the bottom right corner. Not sure where that comes from, but yeah, that's what this looks like, and that's what it looks like on the inside. So I have not filled my pen yet, because as I said, I had breakfast and then I went and made Rotkraut. I was going to talk about this. Let's talk about this. Last night, I'm listening to an audiobook, and I'm like sitting there staring into space. So I decided I would cut out some PET tape, because I just don't really use that, because I'm not, I just don't think to pull it out. And then, so I just cut around the shapes and put them in my sticker release book. This one I got from my friend Lori, and there was, I think she ripped out one page. So this one is spare. So I want to use up these stickers and then throw this away. So I have a fully intact one. And what I did is I just cut apart the spaces and put it in the empty spaces that I already created. And I'm really drawn to buying more of those, but I decided nope. What I'm going to do is actually fill this one up and see how it works. And then if it works out well, I can get more then. So that's what I did while I was staring into space. So I didn't just stare into space, but also did something productive. I have a really hard time sitting there not doing things, which is a thing for me, not necessarily surprising. We're at 10 minutes, so I haven't even filled the pen yet. Here is what the pages look like, and I covered this up. I think I said it in my last video. I already wrote all the names in here with my TWSBI Mini that has an extra fine nib, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to write it in here, and now I actually really like that it's the same color, because this has an ultra extra fine or an extra fine nib that was ground by Kirkspear. This is a reverse architect, so it has an architect grind on the reverse side, and then it has a very, very fine grind on the regular side. And so I covered this up so that you don't get any spoilers. Today is Velvet Emerald, and yeah, sorry for the really neon-y color. I think I pulled out some better sticky notes so that I can use those up and I don't have this glaringly pink neon on my desk and in my pages anymore. What was Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Early Dusk was last Sunday, so Masquerade is a nice color, and I like that it's shimmer, but I noticed that I'm not a gold shimmer person, so this is definitely going away. This is one of my favorites. I put this into this is Katie's Pilot Parallel in a 3.8 millimeter, and when I did this, I had not used one ever before, so I was like very hesitant and very taken aback. But I tried using this more, and I'm falling in love with these nibs. I think 3.8 millimeters is the widest that I would want to go. But this is definitely a winner, both in the pen and in the ink. These are both losers. This was the first ink where I really liked the swatch card so much more than I liked how it put down the ink when it was in a pen. It was a medium nib, but usually TWSBI Ecos are quite okay with using shimmer and putting down a broad enough stroke and transporting the ink through the feed. But this just wasn't a pleasant experience, and this is too light, not enjoyable for me. So this is also going. This one I'm actually considering just ditching, like dumping down the drain, because it's just not an enjoyable ink. It has the worst properties. It bleeds through, it feathers on almost all papers, and I actually noticed that you can see the feathering right here in the R as well, even on Cosmo Air Light paper. So it's not a good experience. This one, I think I had a really great pen choice. So this one is meh. Okay, so if I put it into 3 piles, I would put it like so. So this is amazing, this is okay, and this is no. And then this one, the Jacaranda, I put into the Sailor King of Pens with a broad nib, and this worked so well. I was a little bit hesitant about this pen because I wasn't sure if it was maybe too wet for me, but this ink showed me that I just need to be a little bit careful and not put inks in that pen that are too wet. Look at this. This is amazing. And then Moonbeam, I thought would remind me a little of King Lear from Wearingeul, but in the pen, it's not even close. I put it in another broad nib. I decided to try the Gravitas pen again that I didn't have a good experience during September's 30 inks. And I wasn't sure if it was the pen or the nib, but we can clearly conclude that I was having trouble with the left oblique cursive smooth italic nib. So I need to practice with that some more. So these are great. Meh, nope. Just gonna leave it like that. Maybe I'll put sticky notes in between so I can remember. Okay, so where's the mess start here? This is okay. And then these are great. Where's the Nightfall? Oh, right here. Oh, great is just on the beginning. Okay. Meh. Blech. So today is Velvet Emerald. This is a standard ink, which I'm quite happy about. I need breaks from the specialty inks in between, so I'm okay that they are putting them in between the hardcore inks. I decided I'm going to try this pen again. So this is a new to me pen. It is a Namiki Vanishing Point from the 90s. The nib is not an 18 karat gold nib like they are now in the Vanishing Points. This is a 14 karat gold nib, and it's just a smidgen drier than the 18 karat nib, and I put an ink in there that just didn't work well. So I swapped the nib units because I had both of the pens inked, and that worked okay, but the ink that I had in the 18 karat nib just was so wet that that wasn't an enjoyable experience either. So I would like to have just a regular, normal experience with this nib unit, just to see. I hate this. Why is this happening with this? Can you? So what I noticed, what I can do is I'll take a, I don't have a needle. There's a needle. So it's kind of trapped in there. And so what I noticed, what I do is I put my thing right down here, and if I pull out the, see? So now when you fill pilot converters, do you fill them to here or to here? I'm just going to put in a little bit more, and there's ink over here. Oh my god! This was close. And there's ink everywhere already. It's just, man, this is so hard to push. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna not do it. And then I got to, there's more here. And then let's move the thing over here and just push it in over the, okay, so it didn't come out the front. Sometimes when I fill the converter all the way, it will push the ink out. Okay. Let's see how this is going to work for me now. I have this, my ink testing notebook. I think I talked about this another day before. I thought I was going to throw this away. And I think moving forward in 2024, I am going to dedicate pages in this notebook. Maybe I'll just use a fresh page. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but the information that I'm taking from these like tests is quite vital information. And so sometimes I look in here and see, oh, this is what happened here. Maybe I should even date these things. I could also do these in my weeks, because I do have a lot of pages left that are still. So I'm on page 31 of 70, I think. And then I started from the back. So how many pages are there? 50. So 20. So maybe I should do these in here. Yeah, where do you do those pen tests and do you throw them away? As I said, I think they're quite informative. Because this is Cosmo Air Light, I'm really trying to be very mindful of my hand oils and cover everything up so it doesn't. I still get hand oils on here, but not as much. So I'm just going to do the first 2 lines because I really want to journal with you today. Just, yeah. Okay, so this ink flows okay on this paper. It flowed well, quite wet on the Tomoe River. It feels a little draggy on Cosmo Air Light, but that's often the experience that I have. It wasn't as bad with these 2 pens. So Diamine, well, no, it's okay. Diamine Velvet Emerald. And then this is the Namiki Vanishing Point. In Hunter Green. And it has a medium nib. Now I'm almost where I can't look. See, I usually leave one grid, but I can't do that here. What I decided or started to do is see how I'm going to show you on a different paper. Or I think I showed it to you some other day. Oh, I'll show it to you on the other. How often, especially on Tomoe River paper, when you do basically outline and then use a water brush to solve the edges and fill in the inside open square with the ink, it kind of does a chromatography for you a tiny bit, but I don't think that this Cosmo Air Light paper is doing a really great job at that. I like this. It's not as broad as the other pens, but that's okay because this is a medium. The others are broad nibs. I'm looking forward to using this with a finer-ish nib. This is so light compared to the Vanishing Point. I'm always super surprised. Okay, so let's stop talking about that because that was just an aside. I do want to put this here, and I'm going to fill in all the other places where I document this ink and pen off camera because I can. It's interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to layer this on top. This is very shading. This is a very shading ink. Even these here, this one, the Jacaranda, see there's a fingerprint right there. This one doesn't have a lot of shading. I mean, I layered it up twice, but I didn't do that with the others. That's an interesting observation right there. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side right now. And I think I might have to rethink how I'm using this traveler's notebook cover, because it's actually too thick for my liking. As you can see, I don't have these two notebooks on elastics. And the reason for that is because I can't write in this journal without taking the notebooks out, because it's just too bulky. So I take them out and write outside of the cover. So maybe I'm going to have this as kind of an ephemera cover, where I have this insert, and maybe I'll get another one. So I have two of those. I could even put in a folder, or could even put more here. But then also, I don't really need more, because this is already too much and overwhelming. But this is how I've been doing in this notebook. I didn't write down anything for yesterday yet, which is okay. I feel like if I'm catching up on the good thing that happened on the next day, that's fine. I still remember this, and I have recently either seen a video, something somewhere. Morgan Harper Nichols has a really great name for what I'm doing. I just don't remember it, so I need to look it up and put it maybe in the description box. Basically, it's the same thing that I'm doing, but she has just found a really fashionable, really great way to describe what I'm doing. So I really like how this turned out, and I'm still enjoying this this journal so far. I mean, I'm only 10 days in, so I can't really talk about it too much yet. Let's talk about this in like 5 months. If I'm still doing it, then that's great. And then I was packing some Happy Mail, and this is what I pulled out to use. So so I have this whole traveler's notebook with stuff that I want to use, and then I bring in more. It's just like, really? Do you really need all of this? I wanted to put this here. I found this. I want to use this, but this one I really want to put in here. And maybe, now the question is, how do I do this? This one is by Sissy's Art Cafe. This one is Maruko Arts, and this is, I think, a collaboration with Cute Things from Japan. I do have one of those, but not this one. So somebody else either brought these and I stamped them at a meetup, or they stamped them out for me. I love these, but I don't use them enough. And then this is a meatball washi. I really like the apple. And what is this actually? I thought it was a lemon, but this doesn't look like a lemon. Then this is Payon circle stickers. This is Create with Pen. I think I bought one of their kits years ago, and I like this. I'm drinking more tea right now, so I thought maybe I can use this. And then this is another meatball tape. And then this is what I did with the 3.8 millimeter Pilot Parallel. And I showed someone on my Discord how I meant what I just talked about, the outlining the letters and then using a water brush to fill them in. And I really liked this, so I want to put this somewhere in here. But I already put stuff in here, so I don't know exactly where I want to put this. Yeah. So maybe I can put what I could do. Now I'm thinking I could pull in, I really like this bright blue, but that is basically the same color as this. This one, the Early Dusk. So maybe what I can do is...
What are you making?
Rotkraut.
Smells so good.
And so when I'm doing these videos on Sundays, pairing, I have quiet time until sunrise-ish. And then now it's almost 9. My family starts to gather in the kitchen making breakfast. And so it's always background noises here. Preparing Happy Meal. I think I should use a board like this. I haven't sent out the mail yet because I have just cut washi tape, and I went through all of my sticker sheets, my cutesy sticker sheets. These ones. So what I haven't told you ever before is that I don't just have these functional stickers in here. Most of these come from sticker sheets, and I only put in partials. So I have another full box of the other sticker sheets that are where the stickers are still on the sheets. So I went through that box and put together, like, I had some leftover sticker release paper, so I put all different assortments of stickers on those sticker release papers. And that took basically a long time. So I didn't really do much else. And then I cut various different washi samples. I have 2 Discord friends that are super inspired by the way that I'm using my journals. And so they were like, oh, I want to do the same thing. And I was, what stuff did you buy? Where can I buy the same? And I'm like, if you're okay with waiting a little while, I can just send you a letter with all the things that I'm using, or many of the things, because it would be too fat if I included all the sticker flakes and all the things. So what do I want to write? And I think I'm going to speed that part up. So this video is not an hour and a half, but just like maybe 50 minutes. Okay, so I also received Happy Mail from my friend Claudia, who sent me, or I said I wanted to try these Gansai Tambi watercolors because I have heard in several videos by other artists, I think Denise Love and Irit Landgraf both mentioned that these are more like gouache than actual transparent watercolors. And that was very intriguing because I often don't use my watercolors in the way that I would. I think I use them more like I would use gouache. So I thought having it in a pen system like this would be cool. And so she offered to send me her old palette. And what I realized by receiving this rather reduced set is that I don't need more than this. I really like mixing my own colors a lot. And so just having this would be totally suffice. And I like that I noticed that by receiving this in the mail. So if I was going to buy one, I probably wouldn't buy the big, huge 50 million colors, but maybe just a little one like this, or this one. So yeah, and I want to document that. Maybe I'm not going to fill this too full, in the sense, oh wow, I'm gonna have inky fingers all over. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do this. Getting happy mail. This is a rather boring blue, I have heard from various people, and I agree. However, I think I said that last week, this goes down more like a cyan blue, but then it dries to more like an ultramarine blue, and I find that super fascinating. And especially in this 1.1 stub nib, it's super wet and it works really well. So now I need to let this dry. And the funny thing is I was keeping all of this to journal with you, but I don't even know what to write. Oh yes! Okay, so first I think, I don't like this. Maybe here, maybe down here. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do... Okay, let's do it this way. Inkvent. Is this dry? Yeah. And this was part of the packaging from Claudia. So now maybe I can just squeeze. Can't wait to try it out. Yeah, I was going to say that this is stupid. I could have used it in here, but now I decided to use these two pens, which is okay. I wish I used more of my fountain pens in my journaling. I often just use this, but then also if I use all of my fountain pens in here, then I don't use my watercolor palettes and any of my, where was that? Here I used my Sailor Shikiori brush pens. I have so many pens. I have so much stuff that I just don't use because I don't, extensively journal anymore, which is totally fine because I think the balance is good. Actually, really, that's what I stand behind that, even though sometimes I question myself and then I film videos and then while I'm filming, I start realizing that that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. What I'm talking about is my emergency chat. Oh, yesterday, do I write first? Do I talk? I think I need to stop this video really soon. So yesterday, I published my best and worst stationery purchases of 2023, and that video was so successful. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you so much. You can't even know how much I do. But I would hope that you don't take all of those purchases or the wins and losses that I had this year as a product recommendation or a warning of specific products, but rather that you take stock of what you purchased this year and then see how often did you use it? Did you enjoy using it? Is it still sitting there in its package? And why haven't you used it and explored it yet? To inform you about your future purchases, and that's basically what you should take away from that, and not a specific warning of one or the other product. I hope that was clear. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm writing. I'm wondering, like, how do I put it? I'm just going to put it right here, and then I'll retrace the letters that I'm covering up. And I don't really know what I'm going to put down here. Maybe I need to write about Rotkraut. Or yes, I remember. I know one thing that I want to put down. So last week I had written about the turning point this week on Wednesday. So Wednesdays seem to be the days that stuff happens. Was my very first pain-free day since September. Which, wow, I felt like a winner all day long. When you do have pain, and there's so many people watching these videos that have chronic pain, that are in pain a lot of the time. I just feel with you. It's just the worst. I just want to let you know that my thoughts go out to you. I feel for you. I like this. But then there's so much stickering happening down here. Do I have an ink? What if I just put this here for no reason? Sometimes I have such a hard time, but then it's also not color. You know what? I am going to cut this out. Yes, my heart goes out to you. I feel for you. But I think I should document that for sure. I did document it in my one good thing that happened that every day. Is this a little tiny? Yeah, but I really like having this blue cloud up here, super tiny. So, oh, maybe I can, what if I do something like that? Put this circle up here, and then, you know how much I love nestling things. So this is, I don't know if this is going to work, but it might. I'm just going to leave. Oh, okay. Ugh. This is the problem with the see-through tapes. Do I just leave it, or you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a perfectionist here right now. So I am going to put this up even further, which I didn't think I was going to need to do, but then yeah, like this-ish. I don't care, actually. What if I put this here? But then again, this is a see-through. And also, I don't like when things look out of my journal. So this looks, it doesn't look, it has its eyes closed, but the whole direction of the mushroom body is looking over here. And so it's looking out the page. I should probably put it right here. Maybe I'm just not going to use it. Yeah, maybe I'm going to use it next week. I like the green apple though. I know what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to put the apple here, and then I'm going to put the pain-free day down here, and then I'm going to be fine. So the thing is, Rotkraut, and I think that's where it gets it's not sweet, but it's also not savory. Just it's like I'm really a fan of these savory sweet things, or tart. Tart is like my favorite kind of taste ever. So what you put in is most. Most is apple juice that has started to become apple wine, basically, but it's just on the edge, so there is not really any. Oh, you already also have that cider, basically apple cider, put into Rotkraut, and I always forget to buy it. So today I made a concoction with water and applesauce. Don't tell anyone in my family. And that was kind of fun. And as I said, I like layering things on top of each other so they feel like they're connected. So this is why I'm putting it right here. And then I will put Rotkraut right here. And maybe I'll put a red heart behind here. So now I feel like now I'm in the flow. I felt a little off earlier, and this is kind of, I need to make sure. I love filling up pages, but I also don't want to overwhelm them. So for instance, this page here, even though it looks okay, I find it's too mixed. The styles are too mixed, maybe. Like here, I just had so much space left, so I made those wobbly things. They're okay, but it's like you don't really know where to look. It's like where is my eye supposed to go? And that's what I like with places, things like this. It's like, oh, okay, this is bold. Then you're going over to this. Probably you're going to start here. And then there is this bubble right here. And then there is a menu. That's what I like more than those pages where it's so cluttered. You don't really know what to read and where to start. So this is very open, and this is starting to get very crammy. So I need to make sure that I'm leaving spaces. Okay, so what am I going to write? As per usual. There is some kind of stuff in here. Now, the only question is, how do I indicate the pain-free day? I feel like if I put in a little washi tape that is light like that, what does this one do? I'll have to figure it out. I will end this video here, and maybe I'll show the rest of this spread on Instagram or as an image. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. I love hanging out with you here on Sundays, talking about random stuff. And I hope you have a great week ahead. See you later. Bye.